Hello there. Cultural days starting up here right away. Peerless Trout First Nation. I just want to say we're gonna do a little tour here. John Jim Hool, say hi, John Jim.
Hi.
He's one of our elders from Trout Lake, Cree, Treaty 8, Cree, Woodland Cree. Really Cree fluent. And my name's Delbert Latender, also from Peerless Trout, Peerless Lake. Anyway, we're gonna take a quick tour here. We've been the nation here at Peerless Trout's been working on a cultural camp. So far, I think we're in the 3rd or 4th year. There's still lots of work to do, but this is where it starts off. We got more over there, some more buildings. It's really nice and beautiful here. Let's go this way, John Jim. We're just on the boundary here. Here's our road here. I'll be talking a little bit of English. I'm not very good at English, but I do speak a little bit. I'm more Cree fluent myself. John Jim is 100%. So here it is. Here's our lake, Graham Lake, northern Alberta. And we have here, how many waskaigan sota, John? Yeah.
8 altogether.
8?
Yeah.
6 over here.
20 by 20.
Oh wow, look at those.
20 by 20.
It's even got the window lofts. If you can see that, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. We'll get to those cabins here, but first we'll go over here. Here's our walkway. Hopefully the doors are open where we can have a quick peek inside. Wow, look at those beautiful cabins. These ones, I'll just mention a couple names here who started on these cabins. It was Dwayne Musqua that started these cabins and his helpers. And then the following year, Julius Nanamahu, also both are members, residents of Peerless Trout. I just want to have a quick look inside. Hold up there, John. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. I think it would, if we can start having kids engrave their names anywhere, just anywhere, that'd be great. Now, this cultural days, it's all about future generations learning how to make fish, meat, stuff like that, beavers, bears. Because we Crees are losing our traditional living. Here's another one. Equisidum Lake cabin. We have, I think I didn't look at the first one, but I think every cabin's named over our lakes in the surrounding area. Wow, look at that again. It's the same. John. Yeah, we'll be Cree. We'll be speaking a little bit of Cree here on this video. I just said there, most of these cabins are look-alike in Cree. Now we ran out of space with our kids here that are coming, so we set up these tents, and I think they're 16 by 20. We got 2 so far. I think there's supposed to be 2 more that'll be set up. Here. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. What he just said there, him and his boy Nathan Noski from Trout Lake, also member. They built this cabin, well, most of it anyway, and then they put these upside down, these logs, and they're all round knots, I believe they're called. They call these. See, this cabin is called Lawn Lake Cabin, and here it is. Yeah, they all look alike inside. Really beautiful. Off to the next one, see what that one's called. And this one here is gigay to giyo ma John uti. Home uti. Sagay ka next sagati. Kama daw sa Steve. I think that's I just asked him what this place is called here, this one right here, or what it's for. I think it's like a meeting place for stories, like years ago stories. That's where kids sit around. We'll get to that. We'll see it. And here's another one he just said. This one was Mariah Lake cabin. That lake is in Trout Lake, Old Post.
Old Post.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, there is little. I think kahiyo power yata ate.
Yeah.
Okay, every cabin has power. One of these built in.
All the same old, 14 by 14.
Yeah, these are all the same cabins, 14 by 14. We'll go to the next one here. Oh, we got something falling apart here. Fascia. Okay, this one's Little Whitefish Lake Cabin. That's I think that's Musqua. I don't know if you guys might know Musqua. Some of you anyway, older people. This lake is in Trout Lake, Graham Lake East, I think.
It used to be Harry Holder's trap line.
Yeah, Harry Hole's trap line. Yeah, there's another one here. Bunk beds, both of them. There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. He'll sleep in here. I'm sure they could put more if they want to. One there, one here, maybe 2. Now this is going to be a long video, but it's worth it. This one is cabin number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here's another good lake, Horse Lake Cabin. That's just
My trap line.
John. This guy's here, this elder John Jim's trap line. Horse Lake. That's between Wabasca, Demaray, and Trout Lake. And here's another cabin right here, cabin 6, 14 by 14. They're all exact.
This one's the first one.
Okay, yeah. He just said this was the very first cabin they started. 3 years ago, John Nando?
4 years ago, Nando.
4 years ago? Yeah, so they started on this 4 years ago. It never did look like this. This was all willows and poplars and a little bit of spruce. It was all thick here. It's looking really nice. I just want to take a quick video here in the background behind the cabin. Have a look at the cabin all around. We spent lots of money here. Most of it was donation money from our local contractors, oil companies. See, there's a bunch more. We'll get to those, but that'll be a separate video. Okay, moving on. Now here's Graham Lake right here. Nice big lake. Good fish. There's Mariah. There's pickerel. There's jack. There's white. There's sucker. Kigoy kita kan sigis ni hiyaw ingon nagkahiyaw gano siwa ka. We haga John.
Kakiyo kaya to guta namipiyak.
Namipiyak.
Enginusiwak.
Engunosiwak.
Atehamiwak.
Atihamiwag.
Ogawak.
Ogawag.
Kun kakiyo to kaya to. Makoyuti ni awana ni nan trout. Kiyo kaya wai.
Peerless Lake here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tan se ko hispay kuan ma. Gimis petwa usota. Bigo trout lego gisi hati.
Yeah.
Igi haya to usota kaya trout. Ma igin petwa kakiyo gen petwa.
Yeah.
Kan petwa mo gi tamo tupsno.
Hat ataniti peerless kaya to.
Kiuti kaya to aspista upien pahauta.
Oh, okay.
Nison pahauta.
Pizza ga bigeksin.
Kaya sis ko pagtawan utas.
Yeah.
Tatupunan 70.
Miigwats.
Miigwat,
Yeah.
Kaya ko pagtawan, kids nison pahaus.
Yeah. Kas kubi ka bigeksin.
Yeah, kabigis siya no, simtimustuta pi bidam siya, simtimustuta pi pagtawan.
Okay, he just said years ago there used to be trout on this lake, Graham Lake. That's why it's called Graham Lake, I'm assuming. But ever since he's a kid, he's set net here, and the only time he's caught him was twice on a net. So for some reason, Lakers died on this lake, or I don't know what happened, but they all died, and now there's really no trout Lakers here. They're all in Peerless Lake, which is on this side of the lake. And then that was that. They've never come back. In his lifetime, he's only got 2 Lakers in this Graham Lake here, and that's that, and that's yeah. But here's our gathering place right here. Again, this one was made by Julius Nanamahu and his boys, his helpers. Beautiful, really nice. I'm thinking this is they meet here to tell stories like elders, like years and years ago, how people. Yeah, okay. This is also a meeting place. I'm sure they gather kids here, gather to tell stories like years ago how people used to live. Like look at that wood stove right there. Look, octagon. There's 1 shelf, 2 shelf. Wow, look at that. Beautifully. This is all handmade right from bottom. I don't know if they might have got plans from somewhere. Nice. And this looks to be like, I'd say maybe, it's big. Probably 35 by 35 at least in feet, maybe more. So that's where you make a fire. That's where your smoke escapes. Beautiful. Oh, okay.
Leo Bahua Igipima Tistato Auta Yagipita Ksnia Hoskatuta Lista Tusa. We got Nanto 4 teams at Kalyabacha, Hotos Kapita Ksnia, kids, Wagon Dipsy Home Miskano, Kapita Ksnia.
Oh, yeah.
Leo Matistato, Leo Ken Mosquito.
Oh, okay. Away na can gana.
Ken Mahoglet, Sigata.
Oh, Ken Montgomery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nakakaya sutay sinon yo hapatin ano sa houses ya stiwa. Ima makastiwa gits.
Yeah.
Makundo hapatin.
Kaya sto kaya sino kiwi kita ta.
Kaya sumutay sinon gito. Tane kaya sa sinon stega gaya to amatu kinosiwa kagota chuto sinon.
Oh, gusto kaya sabi kan kaya tahe kaya muy ke.
Kaya mude ipakingit auto pa minsa minuta haya ko. Gune kaya pang sata ko sino weeks kaya sumachuto.
Yeah. Gusto ki panpit ta ka kat sumachi.
Yeah. Bisa tumawag ya bacahato sino kaya smakoy truck ko ta. Sigaw ang kita kam natin no.
Yeah. Yan dapat tinista peace taboy kay man.
Yeah.
In the future tini kan se mo ito gyano ko patino maga. But it's gonna kay man po ni nista ko patin for the 41 that tapunan is 70. So what we just said there, what we're trying to do with this cultural camp is bring the young generation to start learning this stuff, which how he grew up basically lived off the land. There was no really, well, I'm sure there was a little bit of bought stuff, but mainly they lived off fish, wild game, they trapped, that's how they made their money, bought their supplies. And that's what we're trying to bring back with our young generation. Our young generation, not many, I'd say, no, there's really not many. They don't know how to fish, they don't know how to make ducks, they don't know how to skin beavers or whatever, make dry meat, stuff like that, traditional stuff.
Kuya kiwa ko ispay, munya ako gan, stay pe ko na mo ko maski, buho, awasag, kamo suka tuto. Kaca higis to ang gita. Ngu tau chan whana che tau uskai sino.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll try and explain that what he just said a little bit in English. They call this stuff like nowadays that the government or I don't know who makes this stuff like video games and shots, whatever, like game stuff. That's all kids are basically into now, video games, online gaming. So they don't go out anymore like they used to, like back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, or you know what I mean. So they don't know this stuff anymore. They don't know how to make fish, nothing like that. So this is why this cultural camp, and this is not the only cultural camp. There's lots. There's lots. You got Loon Lake. You got Woodland, Little Buffalo, Big Stone, and Wabaska. They're it's all over like that. We're losing our traditional ways of living. Okay, moving on. We got a crow yelling at us over here. Kakagu. See, I think both these ones are wheelchair accessible. What? Okay, moving on. We'll just go by the lake here real quick. We're at 16 minutes so far. See, folks, Graham Lake. It's smoky. There's a fire in Chip Lake. They just got evacuated here 3 days ago, I think. Hopefully, all their houses are still there. Graham Lake. There's a big plan for this here. Right now, this is all sand. It's not really level yet, but there's a big plan for it. We're gonna build a dock, a trail here, like a boat launch. Here's the canoes where the kids will be learning how to canoe and stuff like that. This will be the dock.
Pungawa pasta manuta.
Yeah.
Huta panasoi ke pembaito mettun gayas mais gakkoi highway trout lake.
Yeah.
Lagi sabotado uta panas ko. Misko me ke pembaito.
Oh, okay. Trout this eh.
Trout se.
Yeah.
Uta utan sis sino pia ke tama ko tapanas ko. Uta minta pitix na hamut. Tapamiha ko ang tapanas.
Oh.
Tahag.
Oh, yeah. Sa kaya som ka makatsumoyin.
Ito po ako ano tapanas 175. That's lots of
Oh,
money.
kuspi kamay.
Notice sige uno.
Yeah.
Ay gat na to. Ay sino sunyaw. Muy welfare.
Yeah. Mama ito kay makway kaya sa welfare magamin so what's siya. Yeah, there was no welfare. Dapat tiro nga makatsumoy nando kitihtin.
Boy nando dato punyan 16.
Yeah, so 7 demi ko tapunan. That was at least 9 to 1950.
Nando 16 dato punyan.
Yeah, nando 50 tugi somewhere there. All right, moving on. Sa kaya sa gamay. I'm sure there'll be more plans this way, all this area over here. It's right by the lake. Maybe they'll thin it out or do something. It's improving every year. Fourth year now. Okay, the bigger cabins. Let's see what these are called. See, there's even some floors over there. I don't know what those are, but there's 1 and 2. Huh? Oh, okay, that's for those are floors for tents, like the one we seen behind those cabins over there. Oh wow, look at this one. Face falling apart again, but we'll fix that. This is a big cabin. I would guess this one's 22 by 16 maybe. Wow, look, loft windows. Okay, this cabin is called Peerless Lake Cabin. And that's what our lake looks like. Really good fishing up here for Jack. Really, there's an island here and really good walleye here. This is where the Graham Lake fish are. Nothing in this lake, even though it's called Graham Lake. Holy smokes. Wow, this is a 2-story. I don't think I've been up there yet. I'm excited to see that. We got our little wood shelf there, I guess you can call it. Stove, really good stove. It's got a fan in the back. Let's just work all that. Let's start over here. Let's not go opposite here. Let's go clockwise. Look, homemade table. Couple benches. Shelves. Wow, this is beautiful. Hello, John.
Hi.
Couple mattresses here. Wow, this is nice. Let's go for a quick walk here. Yeah, again, these cabins were made by Julius Nanamahu and his helpers. Yeah, Dwayne started them, and then he left, went to work somewhere else, building other stuff. Dwayne's one of our experienced carpenters. Dwayne Musqua. And then Julius took over and came in and finished what Dwayne didn't finish there. It's not that Dwayne couldn't do it, but wow, look at that. Again, really beautiful cabin. Here's the view from the loft. Here's a view to the lake. Okay, let's go see the other one. 20 minutes in. I'd like to keep it under 30 minutes if I could. No, kitsa ko mas kaya sa TV ako, basta ba? We're just about to the end here, and then I'll make another video for our kitchen and smoking shack over there. Okay, this one is called Trout Lake Cabin, and that's this lake here, also known as Graham Lake. Hansi ano gatsikati no sagay kano ti kanihiwi. Namigos sagay kan, which is Graham fish. Namigos. Laker namigos nihiwin. Okay, here's a second cabin, Graham Lake Cabin. Again, same thing as the first one. That's Peerless Lake. What size mo John? Gitihti no cabin.
20 by 20.
Okay, this one's 20 by 20. Yeah, really nice cabins. I'm thinking the nation will eventually rent these out to non-local people. They can come fishing here, ice fishing, or just stay just for vacation. Whoever are into wilderness living, ways of living. Nice bed. Cabin number 2, Graham Lake Cabin. There's another view of it, the lake. That's where the dock will be once it's complete. All right, let's go, John. And there you go. All these cabins have a wood stove. There's no propane stove or nothing like that. It's all wood. If you can't make a fire in the winter, then too bad. You'll freeze. And I don't think they'll allow propane stoves to come into these cabins, even if you wanted to bring one in. But there you go. And then we'll make a separate video for the other one, eh, John?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. 2024, July 22?
22.
July 22, and Cultural Days starts today. They've been setting up here yesterday. One of our elders here is experienced teacher in traditional living, how people used to live. He's a trapper, hunter, lover. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop this video and then we'll make another one here. We're gonna go through these there's a building and another building, and there's also another house behind over here somewhere. Okay, see you in a bit. Next video.